So Nick, I've got a question for you. How do you define mental health?
How do I define mental health?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
It's an interesting question because people have so many subjective different ideas about what does constitute, because a lot of time people talk about normality. I go, 51%, as opposed to the 49% in that sense. I think for me it's a sense of somebody's sense of well-being and their ability to function in whatever way seems appropriate for them, which may be completely different to what's appropriate for me, or I would even consider to be appropriate or normal, quote unquote. What about yourself?
I was asked this a little while back, and it was one of those I really got stumped. I thought, how do we define what is mental health? And I just had one thought, and I don't know if this is right or not, but this kind of fits for me really. Mental health is a state of certainty about my own experience. So my mental health, I'm certain of my experience. And so one of the outcomes I have for my clients is that I want them to be... Now, their experience may not be the best. They may not be having a good time. Because not every issue is a therapeutic issue. Life can suck for a lot of people. And things are going on that's not under their control. But if a person is certain about their experience, I believe they're mentally healthy. Now, other people may not agree about the certainty and what they're certain of. But if I'm certain about what I'm experiencing, then that means I can do something about my experience. I can change location, I can move, I can do something else. So for me, mental health is a state of certainty. It's not measured by happiness. I think for a lot of people, there's this energized state they're trying to get into. I have to be happy, 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 happy. And we see people go through life or go through certain situations or certain scenarios where I think psychiatrists would call it inappropriate affect. They laugh and brush things off, or the wave of a hand is not important. And actually, those things can be very important. So for me, mental health is a state of certainty.
I think also, just to add in, from my point of view, a sense of well-being, it does not mean a sense of sort of like grinning euphoria. It means a sense that the person is grounded in some way in reality in terms of what's going on. Because I've met, a number of people that I would say are like completely mad as a bag of frogs, but seem to be getting by fantastically and actually stepping outside of the normal parameters in which a lot of people would think and process and feel, discover all kinds of other things. It's having that kind of willingness to try stuff out rather than going, well, I'm not sure if that's appropriate. I'm not sure if this is contravening what would be the accepted norms for X, Y, Z. Because if you think about all the great discoveries, insights that have ever been made, they've been made where people have made that kind of jump. Whether it's been Chuck Yeager, who broke the sound barrier, who just thought, stuff it, I'm just going to go have a go. People going, well, you'll explode, things will happen. No. So it's having that kind of jump. What excites me about this kind of work is that it's not textbook, logical, digital, sequential, now we're going to do this, now we're going to do that. Or so-and-so who is this authority says you have to do da-da-da-da-da. Because in real life, people don't respond in that. People respond in a whole bunch of different ways. And you can have 99 people all turn up with the same kind of condition, and 99 out of 100 times working a particular way produces great results. The 100th person comes, you do the same thing, nothing. They just sit there going, it's not working. And you think, oh, okay. And that usually is the time when you start to come up with something. You think, so I'm thinking, so what are they doing that's different? And those are usually the biggest sort of like learning kind of experiences.
Certainly some of my favorite is when you get the client who is on the surface, the impossible client. They seem to demonstrate that it doesn't matter what help they are going to get offered. Nothing is going to work for them. I welcome those sort of clients. When I have one of those sat in front of me, I just like, oh yes, this is an opportunity now to find something. As you say, what are they actually doing that is different? And it's not that the technique doesn't work. It's that the technique doesn't work for this person.